saying?
I'm good.
It's very kind of we have to work our way around this. Who are you? Going to talk about something that happened yesterday, which, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to find a positive out of it. As in,
Also for Birmingham.
this feels good. I feel normal now.
You're trying to draw something positive out, but it's just looking negative for Birmingham in the moment. So we're trying to get a bit more in depth into what happened, why it happened, how we can make it a lot better. Try and get some in depth analysis.
I think, personally, first of all, I just want to say, everybody that's clicking on this has probably clicked on it because they want to find out what happened, so they want to find out more. First of all, I think the good news is to say that Krept's okay.
Yeah.
Because that's the priority, really, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not like a go see Krept guy at concert, but 100% respect his graft and his music.
Definitely, and didn't deserve whatever, came his way. I feel as though that the incident itself wasn't directed towards him. So,
because I was scrolling through Twitter as I do, and then I saw some foolishness which I don't even want to repeat because I just don't want to. But it was basically in regards, Krept is this and it's that, nothing bad. Well, something bad, but it was like, Krept is been stabbed and now he's. I'm like, what? No. So obviously I know quite a few people that were there, so I didn't want to DM them like stupid things that look like some
madman,
some idiot. Do you know what I mean? Like, is this? So I thought, let me just look first at 22 stories. Saw the stories and everything looked like a vibe.
Yeah,
from
definitely.
what I could see, everything looked positive. As in, like I know this particular individual who knows Lotto Boys, and he was like, "Yo, I'm so happy to see them back out. I'm so happy to see this. I'm so happy to see that." And I was like, "That's good. Like it's positive." Do you know what I mean? So it looked good from what I saw, although I don't know the time. And then the other thing I saw was an individual record the police leaving, not police, the ambulance leaving. So the way it sounded to me initially was that
it was chaos. But the way that the story would sound, obviously the press, it would make out like the concert got locked off. It was absolute carnage.
So what did you hear?
This happened. So for me, I heard that there was the concert was going on normal. Everyone's bubbling, everyone's vibes in.
But you weren't there, was you?
No, I wasn't there. No, I wasn't there. For me, the lineup's not my type. Like we said, we're not a go see Krept and them kind of guy. Like I'm more of a I'd like to see an artist that I take to. But anyway,
like the Anderson .Paak thing,
yeah, Anderson .Paak. Like that's my sort of thing. But for me, I feel as though it was bubbling, it was going along, and then all of a sudden, the crowd just here, for health and safety, to protect everybody, we're going to have to call the concert off and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. Then it came out that an individual's been stabbed, and it was backstage, and it was an artist, and we don't know what's happened. That person's potentially been robbed. And then it just got to a stage where everybody's story started escalating into, is he alive? Who else got robbed? Who did it? Was it this person? Was it that person? Then it came out that it was actually a different individual that it was looking for.
But so with that being said, when I searched it immediately, the first thing I saw was the thing you sent me. Was with the girls brawling. Was it you that sent me that?
Yeah, in the group chat.
Yeah, so I was like, whoa. Where's the thing? Where's the actual incident?
Yeah, so you thought the incident would have been in that video?
Yeah.
No.
And then I saw another video with brothers this time, and it looked like a different location.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was at the same place. So 1, 2. Now, rewinding back years ago, rewinding back years ago when I was a kid and something happened. It's very rare now that place is going to become calm. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's it now. Like,
Yeah. That's what I feel like after this now, Birmingham.
No, like I mean, like at that moment. So, for example, let's say the girl incident happened at 7:06, yeah, and then the issue with the guy happened with the guys happened at 8:10, 8:15, and then the Krept issue unfortunately happened at 10 p.m. Yeah, my point is, it started off bad, so
how's it gone from?
No. So it started off bad. So someone should have seen.
Potentially.
So potentially this evening is looking a bit
high risk.
Because if they're seeing do you understand? How many times have you been in a situation in your own life where you've heard, oh, my man's in jail, or this happened to this issue, raw, what happened? Basically, they were in a club, this happened, blah, blah, blah. Then they went away. Then later, someone else came back for those people in the club, this and that.
And then XYZ
And then XYZ happened.
Yes,
Do you understand what I'm saying? So my point is...
It's like an escalation.
Yeah.
Almost.
So obviously from the moment that had happened, let's say the guy's issue was first. Let's say the Krept issue happened first. Let's say the girl's issue happened first. An issue happened where... And nobody took notice to say... Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, because usually when you go out somewhere or you go to like a concert, if something happens like a fight in the crowd, usually the music gets locked off and someone says... We need to calm down people because they're going to call the feds and they're going to knock off the dance and whatever. Usually that happens, but there was none of that. It's just like, and this was part of the issue.
This is my whole point. Like,
fights were breaking out. People saying it was a good couple minutes before somebody, like security even got there to break things up.
This is my whole point. Like, anyway, so hopefully today we're going to speak to someone that works in security because I've never done security. And it's not something I could do. For a number of reasons.
I definitely agree. And you'll see a lot of security. That's why they'll, if we're touching on it a little bit, will be security outside their own personal city. Yeah. For these reasons here. If someone kicks off inside, then you have to drag a man out. Now, you don't know if that guy's coming back because you're posted for that night where you are. So, better still, you're in a city where people don't know where you are.
Yeah. So, and like, there's some, And for me personally, I know myself. If I was doing security, unless I'm doing it in an old people's home, like
sitting at the desk,
just drinking, just drinking tea, making sure Agnes is okay and all them things. If other than that,
and the system gets hacked while you're there,
I'm there hot, like I'm ready, because I've gassed myself. I've been gym. I've been. You understand what I'm saying? I've been taking extra jiu-jitsu lessons, so I'm ready for anything. So. I don't want that life. I don't want to be about that all the time. So
you're walking into, you're saying to yourself, I'm walking into a problem every night.
I'm walking into a problem every single night. So knowing that you're going to have an event which will hold, which was the NIA?
15,000.
15,000
people. And I think...
Was it a sellout?
Yeah, sellout.
So 15,000, yeah. So with 15,000 people there, and you know that it's going to be young people of the age of, I presume, 18.
Yes.
Up to
35.
Yes. Up to 35 that are there now. So it's a high risk.
And you know, it's not even that it's a high risk on that sense. It's a high risk on, if you're looking at it, even terror.
Yeah.
Terror? Yeah, because when I went to Manchester...
Oh, yeah.
Like
I
went to the last one, and I went to Manchester.
Yeah.
Travelled up there, armed police outside.
Everything,
the full works, because this is a high-risk event. Just on that level.
Yeah.
So this is where my kind of...
And
I'm questioning where were these
this is what I'm saying. But the thing is, the reason why I'm saying that bit, I talk a lot and I don't say what I mean because I try to paint a picture. The reason why I'm saying that as well, because I'm thinking really and truly, if you're a security guard and your heart's in your job, and you see 30 man brawling and you don't know what the issue is,
you're not stepping in.
Why are you stepping in it? Fun and joke aside.
You put yourself in a firing line.
We've got children, yeah?
Yes.
Come on.
It's true.
Why am I going into that position?
It's
so
true.
The only way I'm going into that position in that environment is if I've got the right amount of support potentially behind me that are backing me and are on the same
wavelength as you.
Mental wavelength.
So it's like a football team. You always have the team cohesion.
Not like Man United though.
No, whoa.
I'm sorry. It was there, but I'm sorry. You like he's gonna punch me, my man.
He's only saying that after a 5-1 win. That's all he's saying.
Yeah, well, you know what?
He's only saying after a 5-1 win. Anyway,
it was Norwich. Sorry, off topic. But yeah. So obviously you want to be in a position where everybody's in the same mind. But I watched a video and the guy had the bottle in his hand, walking. Another guy's shirt was off. His shirt's off. What does that mean? This ain't Brixton in summer. His shirt's off. He wants to fight. he's ready. So you're a security guard now. Yeah, you've planned. I'm working on Saturday, Sunday, from midnight to 4, and then I'm working on Monday. You want to fulfill that Monday shift. Do you understand? And that Tuesday shift, so you can pay your rent for this month.
And you probably got a day job.
You don't want to fight young boys.
No.
Who
full of adrenaline
and energy and taking anything, and
and
I've been resting all day at uni. Do you understand? You've been on your feet all day. You didn't get to sleep because your child was away, and then you're gonna have You're not that you don't want to probably as a one-on-one on a normal day. You probably pack him in, but
it's true.
But when 30 of his boys are pushing you, you're in trouble. So you understand?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, security is one thing, which is something that I want to touch quick time. But as I said more so, if it was a Michael Bublé concert,
would there be issues?
You would expect that type of security for a Michael Bublé concert because
it's just a concert. It's sheer numbers.
Start spreading the news. That's all.
But for me, it's like it's like a nursery, innit? There has to be so many workers.
Correct.
But there has to be a ratio.
But yes and no.
There has to be a ratio. So for me though, that facility must minimum have a baseline.
But yes and no. You're right.
A baseline level of security.
Yeah.
There has to be a baseline.
What you're saying is right though.
But are we saying?
But based on
it was a baseline and it was like minimum.
But based on the incident though, I mean, based on like for example, if you was to fill out a risk management form, yeah, you're gonna ask certain things. Like if you was like I've booked venues and they've asked me, what's the numbers, how many people, what's the age bracket, yeah.
What type of music might even be?
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
that's 100%. That's a question. So then, obviously, whomever looked at that risk management sheet should have said,
we can't have the baseline for this facility.
Right. So it's not a fact of, this is what I mean when I said you're right, as in they've looked at the baseline, because they've probably done exactly as you did. Like at a nursery, we must have one kid to you understand, one carer to every 5 kids or 10 kids or whatever it is. But then you can't do the same things for an event like this.
Now, but it might be worked out on space. So square, so like an area. So for instance, now there has to be like 3 security guards per this little like zone.
Yeah.
X or whatever it is. You know, like when you're booking a ticket and it shows you where
you
are.
Yeah.
The tier.
Yeah.
There have to be so many security guards minimum for that tier, just because of the numbers of people.
But with that tier, with those numbers, and they've got walkie-talkies, what are the chances? Because this is what I mean. You ask questions. People who are risk management proper risk management people, they ask questions. So what are the chances of these people coming out of their zone? So for example, if we're managing kids that are under 4, what are the chances of them coming out of this particular zone? Quite low, because none of them are over 5 foot, and you need to be over 5 foot to move lock A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas an environment like this, where there's people,
it's a free for all.
It's a free for all. So the risk, the security measurement should have been higher. But anyway, something I wanted to read as well, because I was also looking out for something from BBC in regards to, was something from One Extra, which I couldn't really see. But what I did find was
a statement.
It's a statement. Well, they tweeted it. It's not really official, but it's a statement that was made literally 24 hours to the time that we're doing this now. So the first one is, following an isolated serious incident, we have had to stop One Extra Live in Birmingham. We are cooperating fully with the police to establish what happened. Then subtweets, we're sorry to everyone who attended One Extra Live in Birmingham for the early finish. However, the health and safety of everyone is always our top priority. Then the last one, we are upset and saddened that something like this should happen to a guest at one of our events, and we remain in close contact and continue to offer our full support. Now, I don't know if they're supposed to say full contact with the police.
Yeah, because I don't know if they're saying full support with an artist.
With the artist or with
full support with the
police.
In terms of their investigation.
Yeah. So it could potentially be a thing where they're going to obviously say to him, do you want to press charges? Do you want to do this and that? Which is obviously going to be an issue for the venue. Because obviously, if you're Krept in that situation, God forbid, if you're Krept in that situation and that amount of people. And the thing is, let me say it differently.
They're fans.
But listen, let me say it a little bit differently. If you're Krept in that position, and I say Krept specifically because I presume, I don't know, Krept. I know Conan from what I've heard, as in what I've heard. But I don't know if Krept was about that life. So obviously he knows how to handle himself. What if that was someone else? I don't know. What if that was, I don't want to say certain groups, but what if that was JLS? Or One Direction? Or do you understand what I'm saying? They might not know how to respond to that situation. And then today we'd be hearing a different story. Maybe he bought himself time with the back and forth.
Some like about 30 youths, bro, backed up like 10 knives. I was like, where's Mitch? Like talking about that money Mitch. I'm thinking, what the fuck you asking me for? Like, bro, bare knives, fam. And then one of them grabbed my cadet chain, fam. And then I banged him. And then they just started trying to stab man and that. Got bare of them, though. Smell. Like bare knives. Got like sliced on my neck, stabbed my fucking leg, hand. It's mental.
But as I said, I think what would be good, because we're just talking about it, is if you spoke to someone. So we've got someone that was there. Call the person now, see what her thoughts were.